Are y'all ready for this? I have knitting, I have crochet, I have sewing, and I have a ton of works in progress, which is very unusual for me. So, if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in, grab your project, grab your drink, and hang out with me for a few minutes. And I do mean a few. Good morning. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and I'm glad you're here today. Whether you are a new viewer or you're returning, I appreciate the time that you are going to take to spend a few minutes with me. I am not going to be long-winded today, and I'm sorry I missed my Wednesday video, but it's been crazy. It's been crazy. Good crazy, but crazy nonetheless. Okay. So let's kind of go over what I've been doing. Works in progress galore. Okay. Y'all, you see this thing? It is a sparkling ice caffeine. It is 6:30 at night, and this is my third one. Okay. I said I was only going to drink one a day. I think I lied to myself. Unintentionally, I lied to y'all. Alright, so I have a bunch of paper towels, reusable paper towels, which I've not woven in the end of them yet. But I have this beautiful purple watercolor. I don't think I have any left. I might have a set of, I might have 2 or 3 individuals, so I might have a full set. I don't know. And then I have the Celestial Bees. Oops, they're upside down. Hang tight. Yes, and they're they're a little rough shape. They always are until I finish them. And then I have some blue leaves. And then I have some blue chickens. Blue on chicken. I mean, chickens on blue. Oh, speaking of which, Pam, I need you to check your email, darling. Check your email and get back with me, please, ma'am. I emailed you on the email that you used on the website when you made your order. And I'm not going to publicly say that because I don't want to mess you up. But yes, ma'am. Please, darling. I have been waiting for a response. And it's been a day and a half, I think maybe 2 days. Whenever you put the order in, it was later that day that I emailed you. So I'm waiting on your feedback to finish your order. And I'm also working on a chicken bag, which I've only got it cut and stabilized. This poor thing has not found a single stitch yet, but it will. It will. All right. But I have been stitching. I have my blue quilt fabric tote. That is spoken for. But I also have 2 other totes that I'm making. And what else have I got going on? Oh, my crochet. Well, let me show you my knit first. Hold on. I have finished. Okay, I don't have it in here. I have finished 1 sock, and I've started on number 2, and I'm almost done with it. I meant to bring the other one in here, but I'm getting there. I am getting there. And if I seem discombobulated, it's because I am. I have been, me and my daughter-in-law have been running both ends against the middle this week. We're trying to get a lot done because all of this aside, all of my crafting stuff and my business stuff aside, we're both trying to keep our households running and do the backhoe. And hers includes, you know, homeschooling my grandson and sometimes, and starting our gardens. We did that. And actually at the end of my video here, I will add a clip. Keep in mind, my greenhouse is in rough shape. For one, it's 3.5 years old. Two, it was built with mostly free stuff. And it's a little rougher it's a little rough. But it grows food, and that's all I need it to do. So aesthetically, it could be prettier. And if I'd spend a lot of money, maybe it would be. But most of the stuff I had on hand, so I used what I had. But I will add that at the end, just in case that's not your thing. You don't have to watch the very end. But the crochet along. I worked some today, and I'm going to give you a sneak preview. Not all of it, but I will give you a sneak preview about how it's going to look. Hold on. I'm trying to get my junk together here. And I don't know whether I'm coming or going. That's okay. Now, I still have to block them, which I'm going to do that sometime. But I am using the mattress stitch to join them. I was going to do join as you go. And then I was going to do whip stitch, because whip stitch is my tried and true joining method. But I was discombobulated and my brain is fried. It really is. I'm not going to pretend any different. But, so I don't know why I chose the mattress stitch. But I did. And now I remember why I don't really like the mattress stitch. Because it pulls. You have to be very, very careful with how loose you can keep it, right? Sorry, I hit the table. But I can say that me and my grandson love the black border. Now, after I get these blocked, and the way I block my squares is I lay them on a towel flat, and then I use the steam function on my iron and just kind of run over it to where the steam kind of goes, it gently touches the iron never touches the yarn. I couldn't even think of the word for a second. Sorry, y'all. It never touches the yarn, but it hovers. Usually I hover it like this is the face of the iron. I hover it about right there, because that way the steam can kiss it a little bit without getting it sopping wet. And then I just kind of stretch it out. And that flattens it out. And the reason I know this is because of my teal squares. So I have got to do that sometime before Monday or Sunday, because I do need to record Monday's video Sunday night. So hopefully I can get that done and blocked and finished, because I have not finished getting these done together. Hopefully I will. Looks like a hot mess right now, but I do love, and I'm going to bring in another blanket that I did not have to manually change colors and let y'all see. It's very close to the same idea. It's not 100% because the other colorway, I'll have to bring the skein and the other project in here and show y'all. But this is a very close. And that's why when I saw, I can't talk. When I came upon it on Ravelry with this color variation, and mine aren't exactly like hers, but it's very close, that I got inspired because I was working off of that other colorway that I had done a mosaic blanket in. And let me tell you, it just is so beautiful. I've shown it on the channel before, but for those of you who are new, you'll be able to see it Monday. So if you have not clicked subscribe, go click that icon, or it's on the screen somewhere around here. Or just go below the video and click subscribe. And make sure that you turn it from from personalized to all. And it'll show every time I post a video. The only time I think it doesn't show anything, I don't know if it shows all my posts to the community tab. I don't think it shows notifications if I post shorts, which is very, very rare. My grandson's playing with Maya's squeaky toy, trying to get her to play with him. He's been such a good boy today. Oh, I'm so proud of my grandson. But anyway, so, and I was going to take one of these and stop right here at the red and put it in the center so that he could have a really big blanket. But y'all, this will grow. He will grow into a teenager before he even thinks about getting too big for this. So, all of that aside, I'm ecstatic with the orders that I've gotten. So thank y'all. I appreciate every time one of y'all make an order. I really appreciate it, because what I'm doing right now, everything is going for the Crowns Fund. The Crown Fund. Because I told my dentist, I was like, if we can set up the minimum, and if I earn a little extra, I will pay that to y'all. And they had no problem with that, and for that I am grateful. So I'm going to be doing that throughout April. And in May, I'm going to take half of what I earn on the website from y'all's orders and put that extra toward the payment. Okay? Excuse me. And on the other half of the orders, or the other monthly part of the orders, I'm going to start getting us some yarn and some fun stuff. Excuse me. I have plans to go and get some. I don't know if it'll be Monday's video. It might be Wednesday's video. But my father-in-law did give me a little bit of money for, it won't be a whole lot of yarn, but he did give me a little bit of money for the seeds I started him. And I told him I didn't want anything, but you know, he doesn't listen to me. So, he gave me a little something, and I'm going to use it. And I haven't decided whether I want to put it in the bank and order online or get some yarn locally that I've been looking at. So, we'll have to see. I really want to, Kirsten and I were talking about going either to Augusta, Georgia to go, oh wait, nope, never mind. Y'all, if y'all don't know, right now, my town in Augusta has been invaded by golf. It is Masters Week, And I avoid Augusta like the plague during Masters Week because people fly all over the world to come to Augusta, Georgia. The United States and the world, honestly, to come to the Masters. And so it won't be this week. Alright, so I won't be going to my 2 local yarn shops. Well, I say 2 local. One's in Augusta and one's in West Columbia. But we had talked about maybe going yarn shopping. And I still plan on doing that. But for this purchase, there's another yarn that I wanted to get that is local, but it's not. It's at a box store, and I will show y'all if I get it. Otherwise, I don't want to build up, to say, oh, I'm going to go buy this yarn, and then I don't, because tomorrow's Friday, or the day you're watching this is Friday, if you watch it the day it's released. Otherwise, I will be in the field. Now, I might be able to knock off early tomorrow afternoon or evening and go to buy said yarn if I can. I need to. I really do. I need to. But y'all, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, all the knitting, the crochet, the sewing, all that's done. Now it's just talking. And I'm only gonna talk for a minute because my daughter-in-law is being a sweetheart, and she is in there cooking dinner for me. We're having spaghetti. Well, they're having spaghetti. I can't eat spaghetti. I can't eat lasagna. I can't eat pizza. It's the red sauce. I have ulcers, and yeah. I treat them by not triggering them. But anyway, dinner will be done soon, and the boys are on the way home from Columbia from work, so they'll get here soon. And I need to be done with this video. So, I won't talk your ears off too much. Now, I done forgot what I was saying. Oh, I'm not even going to lie. I sit down at night and I fall asleep. Well, since I've gotten these orders, I've been using my ring light to, burn the midnight oil, so to speak. And one night I almost made it to midnight in here working. And before y'all say there's no rush, I know that. Y'all are such good, not only friends, but you're good as customers, because you're like, it's no rush, don't feel pressured. And I don't. But I like to do this stuff. I find so much joy in sewing and crocheting and knitting. So when y'all put in these orders, it lights my face up. It lights my soul up, because I get to do the thing that I love to do. Even if I'm exhausted, even if I can't hold my eyes open, it's something I love to do. So don't feel like you're putting pressure on me, because you're not. I'm not even putting pressure on me. I'm just enjoying doing the craft that I love. And yes, I have made a business out of it, but it still doesn't dampen the enthusiasm for me at all. At all. But, oh gosh, I smell the hamburger meat and the sauce, and I smell it all, and it smells so good, and I can't have it. But that's okay. I think I'm going to, I had frozen some individual servings of some chicken tortilla soup or chili con carne. So I might have one of those. And I know it is weird that I can eat chili, but not pasta. I mean, not Italian stuff. Or tomato-based Italian stuff. But I think it's because I use so little of the diced tomatoes in my chili that well, the chili con carne, that it's okay. And I don't eat a whole lot of it. So, anyway. What was I saying? Oh. So, we got the garden. Okay, so Monday, we didn't do any backhoe work because the backhoe broke for the second time. Not related to anything we did. It was the last Wednesday they serviced it, okay? Because we kept it because we're keeping it the second month. They needed to come service it before, because it would be way too over the servicing by the time the rental was up. So the guy come out and he serviced the backhoe and everything, you know, hydraulic fluid, fuel filter changes, and all that fun stuff. Friday, it starts beeping and carrying on and then cutting off. And it said, I can't remember the code that it did. It ran a code. So my son calls them, and he said, it's got this code. So they're like, okay, we'll get somebody out there first thing in the morning, which was Saturday. Yeah. So they came out Saturday and supposedly fixed it. We didn't know until Sunday morning that it wasn't fixed, because we did not work on it on Saturday. So, start working on it on Sunday. And we'll see, my daughter-in-law did try it out Saturday for a couple stumps, and it was fine. Well, then Sunday morning come around, my son got out there. I was on the Kubota, and he was out there on the backhoe, and it starts doing it again. I hear beep. All right, so it's throwing the code again. So he called them again, and they're like, okay, well, we will get somebody out there tomorrow, talking about for Monday. So we're already down 2 days because of them. And it's frustrating. And my son did say to them, you know, y'all need to compensate us for the 2 days that this thing was, both times that the thing was down. Well, the second time, on Monday, the guy actually fixed it. But we had already made plans because the machine was down, so, you know, we didn't know. And the guy didn't finish with it technically until like 1-ish or so, I think. I can't remember. These days are running together in my head. So, mine and my daughter-in-law's plan, since we knew the backhoe was going to be down, was to do our gardens. All right. And we're going to do them together. So I went down to their house, and we got her all of her garden stuff prepped. We got her plants planted that she was ready to plant. There's a couple that she was waiting to get to a little bit bigger before she plants them, because, you know, critters will eat baby plants. It's, I guess, because they're sweet or something. I have no clue. But anyway, so we got hers done, and we come up here about, it was after lunchtime, I think. And Monday, I had to go get my crown done, and I had to be there by 4:30. So that means I had to leave here by 4. So we come up here, we get, we amend my soil and get everything done down there. And as you'll see in the video, we had to build up one side of one of my beds because it had, over time, over the last 2 or 3 years, it has settled because we used clay and trees and stuff like that as bottom for the beds so that they could disintegrate and make some good mulch and, you know, good soil and stuff. What I didn't consider and didn't think about at the time that I did that is that's going to settle as it breaks down. And that's what it did. The clay side, we had used more clay on the high side. And so you had the clay over here, and then as the stuff started breaking apart or disintegrating, it kind of rolled off the hill. So now my bed was like that. So we had to build up the top side of the bed with soil so that I could plant my tomatoes. And you'll see that in the video later. And I hear Maya, so the boys must be just pulling up so we can all eat dinner. And then they'll go home. And then I'll come back in here and I will get back to work. But anyway, so the good news is we got everything done at both houses as far as most everything that we're going to plant. Now, I still have to do my middle beds. I didn't show y'all that in the video, but I still have to do my middle beds to where I do my pole beans, my climbing beans for my green beans. And also, I want to, now I do not have a green stalk. I do have these little fake type things that I got from Dollar Tree a couple years ago, or 2 or 3 years ago, I think. But I think what I'm going to do is make those, I'm going to stack them with a rebar shoved down the middle of it and do bush beans in that for my green beans. So I have pole beans down in my garden, and I might do my bush beans up here on my front porch. Because if I because I'm going to have to figure out a way to make sure that the critters don't get in my greenhouse. Because they were getting into all my green beans last year, and I didn't get to harvest hardly any green beans because something kept eating them. They would get about that tall, and something would just come snack on them. It's like, man, y'all got to get out of my greenhouse. So I may grow that out here, and I may start some green beans. Normally I direct sow my green beans, but that's going to have to probably be different this year because of, but see now, all those tomato plants, I did not do tomatoes last year, but I have tomatoes in both beds this year where they were, something looked like it was coming in from the corners. So I might be safe to put my green beans out, direct sowing them for my my pole beans. But anyway, it's probably more than y'all wanted to know, wasn't it? I'm going to get off here because if they just walked in the door, that means dinner must be very, very close to being done. And I need to go heat up my frozen servings. And I don't know which one I want yet. I think I'm going to go with chicken tortilla soup, minus the crispy tortillas, because I'm not going to heat the oven up just to do a tortilla or two to cut up for my chicken to top my soup. But I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. Yes, I am going to be working in the field this weekend, but I get to finish these orders and hopefully finish that blanket. So I have plenty of joy that I can be having this weekend. And I hope y'all find y'all some this weekend, no matter what you do. But whatever you do, find it, grab it, and don't let go of it. And again, I am sorry that I missed Wednesday's video, but y'all can tell that I was playing catch up for 2 days being down without the backhoe. So we were putting everything we had into getting that done. And normally I record the night before y'all see the video. So that was not happening Tuesday because we did not come out of the field until late Tuesday. And there was no recording a video after that. I'm sorry. There was not happening. It is not happening. In fact, I was actually very shocked. Oops, I missed my trash can. I was very shocked that I finished early enough with the daylight still going to record this one. So, I will see you Monday morning. I hope you have a great one. Until I see you. Bye. I just figured I would show y'all. Here's some of my tomatoes. And some zucchini. Yeah, y'all don't mind the state of my little greenhouse area. But I have, let's see if I can see my screen here. These are the remainder of the tomatoes. And then I have a couple tomatoes there. But I have bell pepper there, and down there in the middle. I have 3 bell pepper plants. We're going to see. And then I have 6 zucchini. And I have some homestead tomatoes over there. Hang tight and I'll show you the other bed. Alright, this bed is a little unique this year. I put in this divider here so that I could build up that back there because it was getting very, very thin. But I have 2 rows of tomatoes in this bed. And that is just scrap. It's prepping for next year with cardboard. But I don't know that I will be in this greenhouse next year because hopefully I will have my new one built. But I just wanted to give y'all a quick little rundown. I did get these planted. I'm about to water them. That's why the ground looks a little on the dry side. But anyway, I wanted to show you.